Hi friends, I'm Joel John J from Joel John J YouTube channel, and we have got a special guest for us with us today, Professor Ajay Kumar Mishra, who is a PhD in chemistry, and he is serving in South Africa, and he will be speaking to us about the new technology like nanotechnology and wastewater management and nanomaterials and all those. So, welcome, sir, to our YouTube channel.
Thank you, Joel, and nice to be part of your channel. And I am also excited, you know, to share my few things what the viewers and you might be, interested. Thank you.
Great, sir. And can you kindly introduce yourself to our YouTube channel viewers?
Right. So, in terms of introduction, my name it's Ajay. I born in Varanasi, very nice place, and everybody want to go and die that side, right? So that you can
Yeah.
go straight away in heaven. And look at me now, I come back to South Africa, right? So, so interesting thing is like I born in Varanasi and did my most of the graduations and post graduation from there. And then after I moved to Delhi for my MPhil and PhD from Delhi University itself. And later on, we got good opportunities in South Africa. And I came in South Africa as a postdoctoral fellow. Later on, became, exploring the area of nanomaterial and wastewater research. And, the life continues from the senior lecturer to professor 10, 11 years back. Uh, and I think now we have a good family. And obviously, it is getting, quite good in terms of enjoying the real life. Just a brief introduction, but I will be, interacting with you more on specific questions. Thank you.
Great, sir. And when I look at your education, it's like BS in chemistry and botany. Is it like the same BSc or the BS in US or somewhere? And chemistry and botany, or both will be the major subjects, or chemistry is major and botany is allied like that? Then another one thing, you have done your MSc in inorganic chemistry. And what will be the difference between a normal chemistry and an inorganic chemistry in graduation? And then PGDCA, mostly people do it on computer application. You have done it on your environmental science, which shows your interest towards the environment and society. And after that, tell about your what you did in your MPhil and what's important in MPhil, and then in PhD what you did and what's important. And as you said, you did your postdoctoral in South Africa. Tell about that as well. What people do after PhD in research, and what's the difference between a postdoctoral research and a PhD?
Um, Very nice question. And I think that is good, especially who may be listening to save their career. Because first thing first, you don't know where you are going, right? When you are trying to do, you're planning something, but, you know, somebody is upstairs, Almighty God, So they have a plan for you, something, right? So I did my high school and intermediate. One of the very nice college in Varanasi is called MMIC, Bachao. And after that, there was like a good competition to go and do your BSc program, right? So I was keen to go in Banaras Hindu University. Obviously, I got selected in UP College, so obviously I selected there. And the way UP College works, it's like they go like first 2 years, like whatever subject you have chosen based on your obviously with your intermediate subject. So obviously mine was like biology. So I applied for the BZC group, right? So first 2 year it goes like botany, zoology, and chemistry. And I had a great interest in the botany. You'll be surprised to know, like I never liked chemistry that much. Obviously, like zoology was also one of the subject I never wanted to go there, right? Especially if you try to see about dissections, other things, right? So botany was my favorite, especially the biodiversity. If you are looking the environmental science, this is the way actually I try to go like more nicer way. But somebody came and like try to chat like if you do the chemistry in major, obviously like you will get at least the pharmaceutical company, right? So people do suggest like that. You are not planning actually, like you can see now, like I'm a professor for a long time, right, in chemistry, but people are suggesting like you can go to the chemical industry, right? So that was the whole idea behind putting those things to choose major as a chemistry. But the way UP College works, which will like you have to choose two subjects as a major. So I choose botany and chemistry, both as a major, and uh, and I think the final year was this subject, and obviously like it was quite interesting. And as I explained to you that the botany was really my favorite. Later on, like when it comes to the choice, then it came to me actually like it's a better job possibility. That's how I try to land up choosing chemistry. But I remember there was one teacher. They tried to tell me a good story about the father of organic chemistry, who was basically a inorganic chemistry. He became the father of organic chemistry. So the idea is like what you are planning, some plans is already there. And that's the whole reason when I was trying to do chemistry in MSc, again, I did it from Uday Pratap College. And I was very keen to go for organic chemistry, right? But then obviously, like I've been given the choice for inorganic chemistry, and I took it half-heartedly, you can say, right? And that is the whole reason when I applied to Delhi University for Master of Philosophy program. So obviously, to have been organic, the merit list was quite high there. For inorganic, it was lower. That is why I got selected. So you never know where your destiny is coming there. That's how I landed to Delhi University. I came to Delhi University for MPhil program just to do some civil services and those activities because Delhi is very popular. And if you try to see the North Campus side in Delhi University, like there is a lot of tuition and coaching centers are there where people are quite involved. Right. So I came to Delhi for that purpose. And when was doing the program, my supervisor was also trying to say like, why, like he was about to retire, and then why you want to do especially the inorganic chemistry MPhil. And my answer was very simple that look, I want to do this major because I want to do PhD outside. And then he supported me, and we did it like we're in good, you know, forum. And the platform what was provided, like we did complete it. Interesting thing is like what I have scored in uh, MSc and what I got in Delhi University in MPhil, both marks are same.
Oh, how much is that, sir?
It's just like a coincidence, like exactly both marks are same, right?
Okay, so do I
And
know the figures? How much figure? What's the number?
I think it's close to 66.67, So
Oh,
like
great, sir.
that was the marks, and that is the way actually I also finally score in UP College. That is the master's score. Obviously, the final year was quite high, but then actually, like when you go for civil services, obviously you don't, worry about the marks. You have to
Oh,
just pass.
you planned for civil services. That's really great to know. And I think in
Yeah.
12th, my average score was also 66.69, 67, something like that.
Even mine was also like that way. If you
Oh,
try to see, like, I also got 66 point, no, 67.4. So
oh,
that was, and I was the number one in the whole college,
oh, great, great, sir.
1994.
Oh,
So because
1994.
that,
Okay.
yeah, that college was like quite, good. And then I think there was only two first division passed for the in that year, 1994, I suppose, for the intermediate. And one was from mathematics, and second one is from biology. So the
Mm.
biology guy is the one who became 4 marks higher than the other guy.
Oh, okay, sir. My favorite subject is chemistry. I
Right.
was good in chemistry, but not in maths. But we don't have an alternative to leave omit maths and study. So I had some arrear. So I didn't continue with my with my studies because I thought if you want to do a PhD or something, you need government sponsors, right? That will
Right.
be given only if we don't have any history of careers. This was told to me by my teachers right from school and college as well, the same thing. But after that, when I stopped my education and went for a job in a call center. But one of my friend, he continued. He had an career in English, but he got some chance to do a PhD, and he now moved to some other country. I don't remember which country exactly it is. So, like that kind of communication misgaps also may lead to a problem. So, like, is it true that we need to have no history of areas to get into PhD or get sponsorship from the government for doing the PhD? Because lab is very costly. We cannot afford to buy all the chemicals and without government support and do it privately to a PhD until we are sponsored by some companies. That's much more. They will pick up the most meritorious person for that. So, can you give us insight whether no history of arrears is a mandatory requirement by the government in all forms, or there are any exceptional ways, like university grant or something we can get?
Right. Thank you. Before I go there, let me just try to answer your one of the questions what you put it there
Yeah, post
in terms of
doctoral
like
PhD. Yeah, I forgot that.
no, I just want to go with your PGDCA questions, right?
Oh, yeah,
So
that itself is not done. Oh, sorry, sir. You have a great memory.
right.
Great.
So the idea is like whosoever is studying, especially like we can be a good example, to lead from the front, if people are trying to look there, right? So the whole idea is like you should be determined to your future, right? What you have to do, put your 100%. Don't try to look somewhere where you try to see like if you will be in the number one college or number one university, number one resources, and that's how you are going to make a success. No, that is not completely correct, right? So the idea what we have to look actually like what exactly you can do the best, whatever platform you have been provided. So with you, I thought like, let me share this one. And that is the whole reason when I started my master program, I started like how much I can try to achieve with that way. The part of the program was like I involved myself in PGDCA as well as the PG in environmental science. And then obviously I was doing one more language called Kannada language, right? So I was trying to do there. So in the morning, evening, so it was like a quite busy schedule. But when I was selected for MPhil in Delhi University, when I come there, I couldn't come back to do the exam for PGDC. Otherwise, I would have that degree because my objective was to do the MCA, right? That was the whole objective because I wanted to go via the technical route for the civil services, right? So right. So that was the whole idea. So just for your clarity, I'm saying like, yes, I was involved with the PGDC, but I couldn't complete because I didn't write the exam, right? But
Okay.
environmental science, because I was choosing chemistry, but still I was in love with the botany. That is the whole reason I tried to do the environmental science because like many things comes to the community work. Environmental science is like that. It is close to your community. And that is the whole reason I was trying to do. We did a small project and then some little bit field work. And we found it like it's quite interesting. And that is the whole reason when I was trying to go for my inorganic chemistry program for MPhil, I was trying to know, see actually like what are the projects we can do, which will be quite beneficial to the community. And my project was also like to fabricate certain kind of anti-cancerous drug, so we can try to find some solutions. So that is there. But now I'm coming back to your question, what you asking about the aid. Then you are also trying to look like the laboratory sophisticated, the infrastructure. Obviously, those things are very, very important. So when you try to go with certain kind of institution, when you are registering yourself, and there is a variety of platforms are there. If you try to see some consulate, the embassy, they also try to provide certain kind of bursary program where you go. Then obviously, like if you try to approach yourself like Google search or then with the area what you are interested, and then you approach them. Obviously, that's how it goes. So my idea was like when I did my MPhil, I never wanted to do my PhD with the same. place, right? I wanted to do from abroad, and I got two opportunity. One in the Oregon University in USA, the other one was Tsukuba University in Japan. So obviously, like Tsukuba University is very well known for, I think it's three Nobel Prize in chemistry that department has already. So that was a good opportunity, but obviously there was no fellowship both the places. And I already spent around 1.5 years. So I spoke to my supervisor, and they says like you can also try to do, and then that's how you can land up to a good postdoctoral program, right? So that is the whole idea behind me. And then in end of the day, I was looking like certain kind of sponsorship come. So the idea is like when you try to do your program like MPhil or PhD kind of program, MPhil is now discarded from the university itself. I don't know in the whole country how it is going, but I don't think like anybody is offering now the MPhil program, right? But if you're going for the PhD program, there is a lot of like, I think there is a new kind of competition. What I know in India, it is happening, right? So you have to go for that QITS type of exam, and that's how you can be, selected. Obviously, I don't know how the bursary they try to, put it. But if you're trying to look for the abroad, some supervisor, you need to look your topics, your subject, actually how you can try to go and approach with your proposal. Like this is the way you want to go. Obviously, like in South Africa, we have like a sponsorship program. We don't offer any program without bursary, right? So bursary is like important. Once you secure a bursary, only then you can be registered for the program. So that is the way it goes. Aid is important for you. Fellowship is important for you. But if you are thirsty for the knowledge to achieve something, I think like you can proceed, like that way. And that's how I land up. Like when I was completing my PhD, I got the opportunity for a postdoc. So, and that is the same year I also got married. So I came here in South Africa as a honeymoon, right? And almost 20 years, but honeymoon is not over, right?
Valentine's Day song goes like this in Tamil film. Like right from 20, they have gone up to 60, but still they are lovers. This is a special song for Valentine's Day in one of
Right,
the
right.
Tamil movie. So that's love
Mhm.
goes up till the end of our lives.
Right, right. So that is important. And when I come to South Africa, I heard a lot of story about here. And I was thinking like, why should I spend more time here? Because my wife was here before me. And we just say like, let us see the hold on. And that is the message I want to give to the viewer as well. Like this holding on your, persistence nature or perseverance is the one who's going to take you miles away, actually, So keep patience, keep trying, keep doing something, and little bit hold on. And you can see like what I have holded on, it's like I am here. Right. So that's how I came, and even I see the very nice nature, beauty. The country is very beautiful, and then obviously, like you are the one who's going to work hard, right? So once you work hard, things are going to be, quite, easy for you. But if you don't work hard, then obviously, if you want to do the politics way, obviously, thanks to you actually who chosen, and then you whatever you are going to sow, that's what you are going to reap, right? Yeah.
Now, so postdoctoral is some. What's the difference between this PhD and postdoctoral research?
Right. So once you complete your doctoral program, obviously you have been selected a topic. Obviously, like you are going to do based on your supervisor's, support. And then you explore that idea too much, and then you have to see actually like what you can do further. So PhD is like a 3 to 4 year program. Sometimes it goes more, depends on the topics you have selected. But usually, like in our group, like we try to go like around 3 years, you should be done, right? So once you are done there, then what should we stop there? So obviously you have to go for the advanced research, right? You have to explore the research to the next level. So that was the whole idea behind me. Like, we can try to make some composite, we can do the drug loading. And that is the way I try to choose actually this postdoctoral fellowship. But I land up now to the composite area. And when I try to see with the composite area, I try to see like I'm close to the community. in different way. Like I choose to make different kind of nanomaterial, nanoparticle, which is if you're looking like around 10,000 times smaller than your hair, right? So this is the way you can imagine about your teeny tiny nanoparticle, right? And then obviously, like if it is very teeny tiny, then obviously you can have like good surface area, and you can apply this kind of material for a variety of application. Nowadays you are having smartphones, and so those are the like good discoveries happening. Some cosmetic products is also coming there, but I choose to do the purification of water, right? So that's how I try to do, and there is certain municipality which is on board, the government peoples are also on board, industries are there which is on board. Like they are the one like creating this kind of problem. So obviously, like as a active researcher, you need to find certain kind of good solutions with that, right? So to answer very briefly to your questions, like yes, it is advanced program, postdoctoral, and obviously it comes with certain kind of fellowship. Depends on the organization, like they can offer you 1 year, 2 year, even 3 year, or they can go like a little bit on the expertise. So it works like a little bit on the scientific job. Like in India we call it RA, research associates, or the research scientists. So this is the way it works like that, right? I think Joel, you are muted now.
Uh, in your on your industrial research on wastewater management and nanotechnology, and how are these two you are relating it in your research?
See, what I was trying to say, like, whatever research I want to do, I just want to be close to the community, right? So I choose like how we can try to serve the community in terms of providing them safe, drinking water, right? So I think that is a wrong word to say like we, because it's the research group. What my PhD students, so far I have graduated around 19 PhD, 23rd master's students. So obviously like they are the one who's the behind just to do and complete this kind of task what is given to them. So we have like certain kind of community the industrial partner, especially if you try to see ourselves now, we want to good clothes, right? So the textile industry create a lot of dyes kind of problems, so we go and select the problem, like do the sampling, and then obviously like you do the purification, right? Using this kind of nanomaterials or the nanotechnology. What I already defined, like it's very small. It's around 10 to power minus 9. You are looking size, right? So it helps, and I think when I was trying to select certain kind of a topic, certain kind of research, we try to go like using a lot of waste material, like sometimes using the sugarcane bagasse. Sometimes we are trying to look by the like wood fiber, sisal fiber, certain kind of plant like lantana camera. So we did it. But the interesting things what happened, like I think there is a my BBC interview is also there if you try to follow in Google. So you can also see like in I think it is in 2016. The theme is like plastic it changed the world, because we are using a lot of plastic material to purify the water, especially try to take out the heavy metals out of it. So that is like quite enthusiasm given to me, because I didn't know like somebody like BBC is also monitoring, and they are looking for certain things, because certain social activities they were also part of the program. And I think we were three in that interviews, right? So again, what you are trying to select your topic or research, that can be like given the good platform, and that's what we are also trying to talk today.
Oh,
to influence more people so that they can try to select their topic wisely, do the big hard work so that they can try to you know achieve the best, right?
okay, so great to know that. And after that, I will try to sign for search for your BBC interview if it's available on video format in YouTube. We can have it at the end screen. And people who are listening for the audio alone in podcast, you can try search for my channel. And I will also give that if I found that YouTube video, I'll give the links in the description. So look at the description, and you can watch search interview on that as well. And after that, like sir, your education background is in chemistry. Now I found that you are much interested in botany as well. How was that helpful in your research?
Yeah, but again, I just say like botany, I never detached from my whole body, right? Even my professional career. And that is the whole idea I tried to mention just now about lantana, camera, sigil fiber, wood fiber when we are trying to take it. So end of the day, like like I like nature, so plant and those species, so those give me a very good energy, and I think even the motivation, like how to go forward. Even like now, when I feel little bit sad, I go to the below the tree and try to see some good kind of nourishment is coming right there, right? So that was the whole part. Like I think that is not only now, even since childhood, so that was my nature. So obviously, like nature is very close to your, botany part, and that was like I was great interest. So when I choose this area to go with the nanotechnology, and then obviously, like I try to see like how we can try to bring the environmental chemistry. So if you try to see that my one of the program called postgraduate diploma in environmental science, that small project also helped because that's how we try to plan for the heavy metals, right? And now we are trying to also make it like but that was like a more on the assessment side, not the experimental one. So we are now trying to do like the assessment, analysis, as well as the remediation part. So that is like they try to connect with each other.
Okay, sir, great to know that. And can you explain on simple terms what is material science, nanomaterials, and nanotechnology?
Okay, the simple term is very simple. It's not like something rocket science and you can't understand. And whether it was just like brought back to us in our life now, it was there, existing there. So if you try to see our some examples like Ajanta caves, if you see there, so those paintings was made up of nanomaterials. And if you try to see the sword of Tipu Sultan, so that is also there, and that is why the rusting is not happening. If you see the Asoka pillar in Delhi, that is also made up of, that is why if you see like even though it's so old, but the rusting is not happening, right? So why it is happening? Because if you see the size is very small. And I think I'm not going to repeat like how much size is there. Obviously, with the nano word, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
size is there. Then with the smaller size, you have a bigger surface area. Once we have the bigger surface area, you are going to accommodate maximum problem. Nowadays, if you try to see like, if you remember in 70s, 80s when the television came, two, three peoples are holding and putting there. Now we have the laptops, right? So look at the advancement, right? Even the TV, like now with the smart TV, like internet, everything connected, live, everything we are trying to bring in. That is called material development, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
previously it was like a kilogram, like tons. Now it is going like very durable, very even the laptops. Maybe sometimes if you go to the airport, they are trying to say like it should not exceed than 1.5 kg, right?
Yeah.
And you can see there is a laptops like around 1 kg, especially the Apple one, right? Not everybody is going to afford, but obviously like that is called material development. How we are trying to make the material which is durable, long lasting, and has the the good properties which is required to make some device, right? Because we are looking for the mass solution. So this nanotechnology is coming like a mass solution, helping people, but obviously there is always pros and cons for everything, right? So I think that is just a little bit idea, but if people want to know more, they can connect to me actually via you or via Google or something. I'll be more than happy because I try to, help the community in such a way, like, and that is the job of a teacher, right?
Yeah, sure, sir. And also your YouTube channel, I will give that link as well on the description and at the
Thank
end
you.
screen as well, so that people can click on that and get to see more of your videos as well. As my videos will be on various topics, and in fact, that's great to know that from Tipu Sultan period itself, nanotechnology has is been in used. And finally, sir, what are the things you like to share to our viewers?
My point is very simple, right? And everything is within you. Like whatever you are trying to bring it there. You can do it. Utilize your time, utilize your potential in nicer way. You mentioned about just now with my YouTube channel. If you see most of the activities, like when I get free sometime, I try to write my poems. So that is my YouTube channel, right? It's not like I am a great writer, but I'm trying to see something what can be helping to our community to find out like how best you can. It's not like meant for the monetary, right? It's meant for like how you can try to plan yourself, you can engage yourself, you can share your views. Like your program, you are trying to bring everybody together to make their life little bit easier side in terms of understanding, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is the whole way I try to do. Even my both children, they are in South Africa. They born here in South Africa. My point is like how they are going to know our culture. That is the whole idea what I try to create. My mother, she misses me a lot. My voice, you will see some Siva Stotram there. So once she is not feeling, she just goes, she listens. She found me closer. So that is the way it is. So end of the day, if you plan, if you want to make something like more beneficial, more useful, and you should feel yourself proud. And I think that's how I try to do many ways, like whether I'm creating my YouTube channel or whether I'm trying to do whatever the research I'm trying to do. Then I'm involved with the communities based project. It's not like we'll have great funding and like a great number of students we can try to big and produce the numbers. It's just like how you can see that this is going to be a good example when people are trying to streamline their own program, right? You mentioned about my BBC. I think it's a radio program
Okay.
done by Rajan Datar. So it is there. If you want, I can also share you the link.
Yeah, sure, sir. Please.
Yeah. So that will be quite nice. And with my whole career, I think my wife, she's a professor in organic chemistry. So like she played a very crucial role. My daughters, they also try to, put good motivation. When you see the smile, you can see it like how, like the energy packet is within you, but
Yeah.
how you can try to see the family is the important thing. So my message through you will be for everybody like look yourself, right? Look yourself, plan yourself, and then you are the one who's going to execute, right? How you can execute? If you allow, I can recite one of my poem, just few lines,
Sure.
right? So I try to write, it is in Hindi. So it says, एकदम से निराश क्यों हो जाओगे, एकदम से निराश क्यों हो जाओगे, क्या अपने को विनाश पर ले जाओगे, लड़ नहीं सकते, लड़ नहीं सकते तो तुमको तुम ही होना व्यर्थ है, संकटों के बिन यहाँ क्या जिंदगी का अर्थ है, भिनसार होगा एक नया, भिनसार होगा एक नया, भास्कर उग जाएंगे, गर संकट के समर को पार कर जाएंगे, गर संकट के समर को पार यूं कर जाएंगे. So my philosophy is very simple. I try to go in such a way, if you get motivated, try to create your own channel. I mean, not talking about the YouTube channel, like
Let them do
the
that as
human
well, sir.
channel.
I will give a playlist for doing that as well at the end screen. So let them do that
Right.
as well. I have also wrote a book about changing their thoughts and into and dreams into reality and creating it into content. I will give that book link as well. And have you wrote any book of poems or something, sir?
Thank you. And that is the whole idea behind the career path that I adopted. And just like I explained about the YouTube channels and try to bring writing this kind of poems. I think when you share the YouTube channel link, people will find this is very long pen, but I just try to put two lines, right?
Okay, sir.
Um, so the idea is like how you can be more close to the community. So publishing the research article, not a lot of people are coming there. So I have a big network. I don't think I have left out any continent where I don't have collaboration, right? So, and we come together, we try to find out the problem, like what are the problems we are looking in that area, whether it is a wastewater, whether you are looking for the nanotechnology, nanocomposite, how simply we can make it and how this kind of researcher, we can bring it together. That is the whole ideas. Like we have like more than 40 plus books which is already in the market at this moment, and you will see it will like it's across the continent. Everybody is like part of that, and they are trying to write, we did, and most of this subject area is also coming to the community. So if they read, obviously like that's how you are getting benefit, and it is a community service, right?
Yeah, sure,
And the
sir.
concept is again very simple: how we can make our environment very, very, very clean, green, safe. How UN SDG goals it is coming all together, to see like how we can make a better future, like a circular economy, green, So these things are very, very important, and that is the whole reason I edited so much books, and still it is going there. Publisher behind it, will like I need to do, but I'm very selective nowadays, and that's how it is coming there. So I have like a lot of publication, uh, plenary speakers, keynote I try to do. But this is like a more important, and I try to also bring with the publisher like how we can give the discounted, or sometimes I have my own copy. Somebody approach me, I try to give my own sample copy. Like please go read, and I want to make a library because tomorrow you will die, but your philosophy, your science would never die, right? And that's how like other people, who's going to be joined with you, the human chain, the scientific chain, that should continue.
Okay, sir, great. So kindly send me your book links as well. I'll put that as well in the description, and also ping it on the first comment so that people will be able to see that. And thank you very much for
Right.
accepting my invite and giving lots and lots of information. And uh, thanks you a lot from myself and from my viewer side, sir. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.